Hi everyone, it's Jen from McLean Fitness, and today we have a lower body pyramid workout for you today. So I've done something similar to this before, but it was like well over an hour. So this one's gonna be shortened up a little bit and it's gonna hit everything. So I think you'll enjoy this. We'll start with a 2-minute warm up. We're gonna do 2 exercises, 30 seconds for each. We're gonna do side lying hip raises, and then we're gonna pair that with just Froggy Pumps 2 times through. And then we're gonna go through our series of, I think it's 8 exercises, twice through. Reps will decrease, and then we'll remove the last 2, but then we're gonna insert some AMRAPs in between. The equipment I'm gonna use today. So I have a few pieces of equipment, so I'm just doing this because this is my workout and I wanted to make it work for me, so I want you to do the same. So I definitely have 2 barbells set up because I'm gonna do squats. You can do dumbbell squats, you can do goblet squats, pick what you want. They're the like 12 rep set. I'm gonna use my kettlebells, dumbbells, and then I have another barbell set for my hip thrust, and then I have a sandbag I'm gonna use too. So use what works for you. The sandbag exercises, I'll explain what else you can use. I'm doing it because I'm gonna do Stag or Kangs later. So let's start our warm up. All right, 30 seconds. I'm gonna use my mat. I'm gonna use a lot of space here today. So starting in 5 seconds, we're gonna do, we'll start with Froggy Pumps actually. So on your back, heels kind of together, and you're just gonna pump and squeeze the glutes. So getting your glutes ready and activated for your hip thrust. So we have 8 moves, so I know that's a lot. Every round will decrease by 2. Your last round, you will still be left with 4 exercises because we're only doing 3 rounds. So go heavy as you can with these exercises. All right, this is your leg workout. We're gonna start with 12 reps of 2 exercises, then 10 for 2, 8, and then 6. Okay, so side lying. We'll do one side for this. Okay, so come up and kind of squeeze that outer glute. The bottom here is gonna feel it as well. And we'll do Froggy Pumps again. So really focus on squeezing. You don't have to count. Keeping that core tight too. So try and make this workout work with whatever equipment you have. Like I said, I'm just using what works for me and my equipment. Froggy Pumps. This is just a quick 2-minute warm up. Okay, I went for a walk. That helps too. For me, it clears my mind before I start. Gets my body ready. But this is allowing you to activate certain muscles that you're going to be using in this workout. I want you to go slow and controlled on these moves too. All right, other side. So raising up and squeezing. And we're starting with our first 2 moves, squats and dynamic lunges. So side to side on those lunges. That's a 1 = 1 move. All right. So I'm gonna use my bar for my squats and my 40 kettlebell for the dynamic. So it's very, very dynamic for my lunges, okay? All right, we have 12 reps. I'm gonna try and go slow and controlled. 1, I'm not gonna lock when I come up. 2, 3, think full body too, because use your whole body. 5, even though yes, it is legs mainly, but your core needs to be tight. 4 more. Last 2, then we're into the lunges. 1 = 1. Racket. My bag's kind of in the way. I'm going to move that, moving forward. All right, wide stance. Switching the kettlebell. That's 3, 4, go deep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, 10 reps. Deadlifts. And reverse the curtsies with my sandbag. I'm gonna use banded deadlifts with my kettlebell. So adding a little bit with the band, pulling out as far as you can, because it's gonna hit that where the hip hinges. You have 10 reps. I also loaded my kettlebell a little bit heavier than normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That bar's a little bit in my way. That's what happens when your floor is on a slant. 10 total, reverse to curtsy on my back. One, some alternating. 2, you can use dumbbells. 4, 5, 10 total. 6, 7, 8, 1 more, and then you have hip thrusts and step ups for 8. Go heavy with your 8 reps, okay? Just gotta make sure it's even. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more. 8. All right, 8 on the slide on the step ups. I'll lose that mat. I'm gonna use my kettlebell. So making an offset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more in this leg, and 8. Right, lower. 1, 2. Breathy. Heart rate's up. Weight in the heel. It's a little bit harder on the offset. 1 more. All right, set it down. 2 more moves, and then we repeat. We have Stag or Kang, 6 on each leg. I'm using my bag. All right, so stagger. Good morning hinge to a squat, and reverse back up. 1, 2, 3. We're only doing this move twice. 4, 5, last one. On this leg at least. Stagger, other side. 1, 2, 3. If you don't have a bag or you can use a barbell obviously, but you can use dumbbells and use it more like a staggered deadlift to squat. Last one. We have Bulgarians hinged to finish round 1. We'll use a single weight. You're in a more hinged position. And you can use a kettlebell. Try and go flat here. 6 reps. And hinged slightly to get more glute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, we are back to the top. One more time through all 8 moves. Take a little breather. Squats are first. Try just to let your heart rate come down just a little bit. One, 2. Next time we do squats, we'll decrease by 2 reps. Four more. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Ooh, all right, dynamic. 12 total. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting wrong. One more. There we go. I was counting on one side. All right, we're on our 10 reps. Deadlifts. I want this not to move in my way, so I'm just gonna put this here. All right, I like with the band. Definitely add something. When you have something there too, like in your hips, He reminds you to squeeze. And I added extra weight. Have to be creative if you're working out from home and you don't have certain weights on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and reverse to curtsy. 10 total. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more. Real deep. Focus. Targeting those glutes. We're on to hip thrust. Woo! For 8. Remember, reps will go down, so these are our longest rounds. I just don't want you to rush. Strength today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Full extension. Step ups. Do that offset again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're going heavy, you gotta go slow. Or at least slower. All right, other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more moves after this, and you'll get done with those 2. Next round. So final time with the Kangs, final time with the Bulgarians. And core tight to protect that back. 1 foot stagger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, side, last time. 1, 2. These are hard. 3 more. One more. This is my heavier bag. Feels nicer though with the movement than a bar. All right, Bulgarians. Hinged. Get more glute. And you're done with these. Just set it up. Deep lunges. Slightly hinged. Head to hip. 2, 3. Time under tension, so don't walk. And go slow. 1 more. And 6. We have AMRAP coming up. Longest set was just almost completed. So be happy. 2, 3, 4. Come on, you can do Bulgarians. Only 6 reps. We're evil, but they work. All right. Moving on. 4-minute AMRAP. I'm going to use my elevation for this set. Whew, I'm going to move it out so I have room. I'm doing alternating lateral step downs. So I'm going to use a single dumbbell. I'll use my 35 and then no weight. So there'll be 10 total on that one. Curtsies up and over for 12. No, for 10. Let's stick with the plan. No weight for that. So that's body weight. So I'm going to hold this goblet style. 4 minutes. Woo, just keep going, your pace. All right, 5 seconds. So I'm actually going to start at the top. I'm going to go side to side as 1. 1. Deep, core tight. 2. 3. 4. So we're going to take a while. 5. The other ones won't. Curtsies up and overs won't. 6. 7. 8. We're almost at a minute. So we'll definitely get 2 rounds. We'll see about the up and overs. So curtsy and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, balance, and 9, last one. All right, laterals almost 2 minutes in. 1. All right, we're halfway there. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Try not to use momentum. We're pushing up. 7. 8. Wait, one more. And 10. Up and overs. We're almost 3 minutes in. 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 30 seconds. 9 and 10. All right, do what you can to finish. You have about less than 20 seconds. I know I want to reach 10. 1, 2. Probably get one more in each. All right, putting this weight back, relax. I'll explain our next set. And I'll get my equipment ready as my heart rate comes down. So setting us up again for step ups and hip thrusts. Last time we'll be doing those for 6 reps, and then you're done with those. Twice through though. So squats. Just move this out of the way. And deadlifts are first 10 reps. 6 moves, decreasing the reps. 10 reps. So pairing this again with those lateral, dynamic lateral lunges. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the laterals total. I gotta do a better job or just count by 5 or to 5. 1, I'll just count to 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, deadlifts, and reverse the curtsies. Eight reps. Make sure you have good resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze it on in, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Total of 8 for reverse to curtsies. Usually I hit my head and I like mess up my hair with this bag. 1. Oh my goodness. 2. 3. 2 more. Then hip thrusts and step ups for 6. Rearrange this. Just 6 reps, so easy. But go heavy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Step ups for 6. Taking my time, guys. Does not need to be rushed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 rep left, and we repeat one more time before our next AMRAP. So 6 minutes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Dynamic. Counting one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Deadlifts. Sweat in my eyes. It's weird out today. It's like, start off pretty cold. And the week will be warm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, reverse to curtsy. One. Feel those muscles working. Squeeze them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweat in the eyes. And 8. Hip thrust for the last time today. Oh my goodness, I need a towel. Of course, I don't see one. All right, 6 reps. It's like far, far away. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Step ups to finish, and another AMRAP using a kettlebell. Oh, I forgot to use my pad. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One more. And I think actually I can move the elevation out of the way to create more space. I'm going to keep this kettlebell though for our AMRAP, because I don't think we need the elevation anymore. Nope. All right. So your 4-minute AMRAP is going to look like this. We're going to do 8 swings, 6 single leg deadlifts. I'm going to do kickstand on each leg, and then 4 hang cleans. And you keep going through that cycle until your 4 minutes are up. Catch your breath. Going in 5, 8 swings. Hip hinge, tilt. If you want to use different sizes, I'm going to stick to 50 the whole time. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Set it out. Hop it up in a stagger. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to switch. Then you have those lovely hang cleans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Front. Getting that squat. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Back to the swings. Set it down. Hop it back. You got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long arms. 6, 7, and 8. Set down. Hop it up. Deadlifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway there. Set it down carefully. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and cleans. 1, 2, 1 more. All right, so down for your swings. Hop it back. You have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minute left. 8. Breathy. Hit. Breathy AMRAP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switch. You have about 30 seconds. Maybe we'll get a hand clean in there. We'll see. Unless you're faster than me. One more. About 10 seconds. I'm getting to it. All right, set it away. Shake it off. We have 4 moves twice through, decreasing those reps. Wow, okay. 8 squats and 8 lateral lunges. This is it. More than 2/3 because this is the shortest set. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so I'll count 4 on the laterals. So 2 equals 1. One, 2, 3, and 4. Hopefully you're feeling outer and inner deadlifts for 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Reverse the curtsy for 6 total. Last move the first time. One, 2, core tight. There is balance on these single movements, unilateral movements. 2 more. All right, one more time. With your squats, take a deep breath. Oh, let me try. 8 reps. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wow, it's amazing how sweaty I am. One, 2, 3, 4. So just a little reminder too, a lot of these movements, you're gonna feel a lot in the back, but you will feel less in the back if you go lighter and you focus on core strength, like being engaged, right? It's a good, like I'll tell, like your back feeling it. Because I feel it a little bit, but I'm like, okay, core tight, suck it in, engage it. Or lighten the weights. 1, 2, 3. And don't be here and try and like, you know, feel like I'm not gonna lower my weight. Safety first, because then what if you hurt yourself? Then you won't be lifting any weights for a while. All right, last move, and then we have a 4-minute hit or AMRAP. One. It's like common sense, and I feel like this with work. My job has been so crazy. So these short workouts are working great for me, but we're really spread thin, and you can't expect your quality of work to be so great when you have less people doing more than, you know, the amount of people that they really should be using, okay? And then people get sick. Like, to me, it's kind of common sense. Like, come on, people. Trying to save $1 here, but in the end, are you really? All right, I'm getting frustrated, obviously. All right, this is a banded AMRAP. Woo, 4 minutes. I'm gonna do prone, banded, and actually let me move, give some space here. So we're in that pike position. Band is behind, you're gonna work quads. And then we're gonna do outer thigh. I'm gonna try and use the same band. 12 on the prone, 20 on the outer thigh, 4 minutes, this is it. I'm not gonna call it recovery, but you know, you just kind of relax and enjoy. Then think of the quads, okay? So 12 of these. So full extension, bear. If you wanna make it harder, elevate your feet. 3, or stretch that band out. 4, 5, get some core here. 6, 7, really squeeze the quads. 8, 9, 10, so I'll flip over when I'm done. Try and be graceful and pretty. And 12, all right, so flipping it over, band around the insole. Wow, sweaty. I'm gonna hold my band and create resistance and press out for 20. 1, 2, 3, I'm closing my eyes because of sweat. 5, 6, 7, 1 minute. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, your speed. I have 5 more, 5, 4, 3, I'm trying to keep resistance, no slack in the band. Roll on up. Actually, get back in that prone. Whoa, that doesn't look pretty. 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we're halfway there, 11, and 12, outer thighs for 20, we'll hold it down, 1, 2, 3, I love bands, 5, very good for travel, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway there, don't laugh at my eyes closed, really use those muscles, 3, 2, and 1, coming around, we'll definitely get these in, close to a minute left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'll have plenty of time to stretch if you allot a time for 1 hour, plenty of time. 8, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it with those outer thighs. You have about 22 seconds. Really make them fire up. If you want, go past the minute and just keep going until you feel that fire, and then do a few more reps. I'm just going to keep going. And then hold. And then bring it in. All right, there we go. You were done with your lower body workout. Oh my gosh. Perfect, under an hour. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to stretch, drink water, get your vitamin D. I'll try and do more shorter workouts, but hard. And I'll see you next time. Bye.